Hi guys, since we've already started the opening of the classes for the school year 2020 to 2021 for this a new normal education, and we've also distributed the modules for the students, and some of the students keep on chatting me on how to answer, and I understand that it is difficult for them to answer, especially in mathematics that they need to show their solutions. So that's why I've decided to make this a video tutorial on how to solve in Math 9 Module 1. Okay, so the lessons is all about quadratic equation. Okay, so for the lesson 1, we have here introduction to quadratic equation. For lesson 2, we have roots of quadratic equation using extracting square root and quotient rule. Then for lesson 3, we have roots of quadratic equation using factoring. And for the lesson 4, we have roots of quadratic equation using completing the square. And for the lesson 5, we have roots of the quadratic equation using quadratic formula. Okay, so before we start our lesson proper, so let's have a simple recall first. Okay, so let's recall about like multiplication of like term and unlike term. Okay, so we have here multiplication of like term. When we say like term, okay, so we have here like term. Multiplication of like term and unlike term. And unlike term. Okay, so when we say like term, like for example, um, positive times positive. Okay, so positive times positive equals positive, right? So like term, we have also negative times negative equals positive. Okay, so that is for multiplication for like term. Okay, how about for the multiplication for unlike term? Okay, here we go. Okay, take a look at this. Okay, when we say positive times negative, we have negative. Then in vice versa, negative times positive, we have negative also. So multiplication of like term kung pareho, i-multiply, the result is positive. If dili pareho, the result is negative. Understood? Okay, so we're done already. Recall about like term or multiplication of like term and unlike term. So let's proceed. Okay, so let's proceed to this one. Introduction to quadratic equation. Okay, claro. Okay, we have here special product. Okay, so special product composite product of binomial, square of a binomial, cube of a binomial, and difference of two squares. Okay, let's start with product of binomials. Okay, so I have here an example. We have here a plus b times a plus c. Okay, so what you're going to do is we can use the most of the mind. Okay, take a look at here. Okay, so we can use the FOIL method. Just remember the FOIL method. Okay, this one, FOIL method. Okay, F stands for first. Then O stands for outer. Then I stands for the inner. And L for the last. Okay, so first, so what we're going to do is to multiply. Okay, so the first term multiply to the first term. We multiply the first term. Okay, so we have here a times a, we have a squared. Okay, the next outer, so a multiplied to c, so a times c, we have positive a c. Okay, follow. So we have here next inner, so we have a times b times a, we have positive a b. Okay, it should be the first letter of the alphabet should be written first. The next, last, we have b times c. Okay, so b times c, we have b c. Okay, so we have here the quantity of a plus b times the quantity of a plus c. We have here a squared plus ac plus ab plus bc. Okay, so that is for product of binomial. How about for, okay, so another example for the product of binomial. Example, there's the first example, we have the second example. Okay, so I have here the quantity of A plus B times the quantity of C minus D. Okay, so you have here, use the FOIL method. Okay, first, for A times C, we have A, C. Then next outer, A times negative D, we have negative A, D, right? Because positive times negative is negative, right? Next, inner, we have B times C, we have plus BC. Then the last is B times negative D, we have negative B. Okay, simple as that. Okay, just simply follow the FOIL method and how to solve the product of binomials. Understood? Okay, so next. Okay, next. I erase this one. Where? Oh, okay, so square of a binomial. Okay, so I have here the given. the quantity of A plus B and raise to the power of A. Quantity of A plus B raised to the second power. Claro, ¿verdad? Pero vamos a ver eso. Again, pero vamos a coger. Dahil lang ko ibutang example ha. Okay, dire. Okay, this example is for square of a binomial or squaring of a binomial. Okay, first example I have here. Example number 1. The quantity of A plus B raised to the second power. Okay, so we need to follow the steps on solving squaring of binomial. So we have here first step. Step number 1 is to square the first term. Squared the first term. Okay, so what's the first term here? We have A. Okay, square the first term. So we have here A squared, right? Or we can say A times A is A squared. Okay, so next, twice the product of the term. Okay, the second is twice the product of the term. Second step in solving squaring of binomials is twice the product of term. Twice the product of the okay, twice the product of the terms. So the given there is quantity of A plus B squared, right? So in this case, we have here, first square the first term, we have A times A, we have A squared, right? Squared the first term. Then twice the product of the terms. Okay, so twice the product of the terms, we have here twice is 2, right? The product of the terms. Okay, the product of A times B. Okay, so we have here A times B. A times B, we have 2AB times 2. We have 2AB. Okay? Okay, so twice the product of the curves. So 2 times A times B. So we have here 2AB. Then the third step, squared the second term. Squared the second term. Okay, when we see the word squared, you multiply siya by itself. Okay, like for example, okay, squared the second term, we have B. B times B, we have B squared. Okay, so number 1, first step, we have squared the first term. So A squared or A times A, we have A squared. Then step number 2, we have twice the product. of the terms. So twice. So 2 times the product of A times B, we have 2AB. Okay? Then third step, we have to square the second term. So we have your second term B, and we need to multiply B by itself. B times B, we have B squared. Understood? Okay, so we just simply copy that one and are given here. Okay, so first, okay, we have here square the first term A squared. Then second step, twice the product of the term, we have positive 2A B, then squared the second term. Okay, the second term there is B squared. Okay, claro. Get the idea there? Okay, so that is your answer. The quantity of A plus B is equal to A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. Okay, next. Next example. Okay, second example, we change the sign positive to negative. Okay, so second example we have here. Okay, so change the sign of positive to negative. So the same. For the first term, the same, right? So A times A equals A squared. Okay, then twice the product of the term. So in this case, so B is already negative. So I change it to say to negative. Okay, so we have here 2 times A times negative B. We have negative 2AB. Okay, so twice the product of the terms. Okay, so first you multiply the product of the terms. You have here A times negative B. We have negative AB times 2. We have negative 2AB. Then this one, okay, you put negative sign here, negative. Okay, then you do not forget to put inside the parentheses. Okay, do not forget to put that one inside the parentheses. It's because when we say negative B squared is different when we say negative the quantity of negative B squared. Okay, why? When we say negative B squared, so it means you are not included a negative sign. Okay, so only the B. So it's still negative B squared. Unlike when we say the quantity of negative B squared, so it means negative B times negative B is equal to positive B squared. Okay, you see the difference between the two? Okay, so when it is negative, then you need to multiply by itself. So we put inside the parentheses. Okay, the same as what I did. Okay, squared second term, the second term is negative B. So negative B squared to the quantity of negative B squared equals to positive B squared. Okay, so we have here second example. Okay, so negative. Only the sign of negative 2AB. I'm gonna change. The rest the same. Okay, so we have here the quantity of A minus B squared is equal to A squared minus 2AB plus B squared. Okay, that's for the squaring of binomial. Simply follow the steps of squaring of binomial. Again, we have the first step, square the first term. So when we say square the first term, you multiply the first term by itself. Okay, like for example, A times A, we have A squared. And next, second step, twice the product of the terms. Okay, so you multiply the terms, then their product is multiplied by 2. Okay, we have A, okay, times negative B. A times negative B, we have negative AB. Times 2, we have negative 2AB. Then next is square the second term. The second term is negative B. Okay, so as what I told you, don't forget to put negative B inside the parentheses. Because when you forget to put that, negative B squared, then you come up with negative B squared. You do not include the negative sign, only the B. But when you squared negative B, so put inside the parentheses, so it means negative B times negative B, we have positive B squared. Okay, so no more questions. So let's proceed for the cube of binomial. Erase please. Given, we have here A plus B, the quantity of A plus B raised to the third power. Okay, so the quantity of A plus B cubed. Okay, so first step. Okay, you can write this one as A plus B times the quantity of A plus B squared, right? So consider na siya divisible 1 din. Okay, so when we add 1 plus 2 equals 3. Then, apply the step of solving squaring of binomial as what we did a while ago. Okay, so copy quantity of A plus B times this one. Square of binomial, we have square the first term, A times A equals A squared, right? Then twice the product of the term. So, okay, so we have product of A times B, we have AB times 2, we have 2AB. Then square the second term, B times B, we have plus B squared. Then next, apply the distributive property of multiplication. Okay, distribute A times A squared, we have A cubed. Why? Because A and A having the same variable. So if the given, if you multiply this one having the same variable, simply add the exponent. Consider A having a divisible one exponent. The next, A times 2AB. So we have here 2A squared B, right? Then A times B squared. So we have here plus A B squared, right? Next, B, distribute B. B times A squared. So plus A squared B. Okay? Next, B times 2AB. Okay? B times 2AB, we have plus 2AB squared. Okay? So the same B, so simply add the exponent, right? Then B times B squared. Okay, so B times B squared, we have B cubed. And then next, combine like term. Okay, combine. So asa man pwede mo combine? So, ang a cube, o siya pwede ma-combine. So, just simply copy a cube. Okay? A cube. Then, how about this one? 2a, 2a squared plus b. So, na siya pwede ma-combine. Okay, this one. Okay. Combining like terms. So when you say combining like terms, they have the same variable exponent. The same this one, a squared and a squared and b. Okay, so what you're going to do is to just simply add the numerical coefficient. So what is that numerical coefficient? We have here 2, then consider na siya number divisible 1. So 2 plus 1, we have 3. So 3, just simply copy the literal coefficient. Okay, when you say literal coefficient, that is the variable and the exponent. Okay, so 3a squared b. You cannot combine terms if they don't have the same variable and exponent. So next, how about this one? Okay, can we combine? Okay, this one, ab squared plus 2ab. Okay, so what is one? So we have here plus 3ab squared, then b cubed don't have the same literal coefficients, so just simply copy b cubed. Okay? Yes? Okay, how about if we change this one into negative? This one becomes negative. Okay, so this one negative. This one is negative. Next. Okay, so this one becomes negative. Okay, so how about this one? The same as what we did a while ago. The answer of squaring binomial of a plus a minus the quantity of a minus b squared. So the second term is negative, right? Please remember. So this second term is negative. Why? Because the second steps on solving the square binomial, we have twice the product of the terms. So a times negative b, we have negative ab times 2. That's why we have negative 2ab. Then negative b times negative b, we have positive b. Then distribute. Okay, a times a, we have a cubed. A times negative. Okay, so we have here negative 2a squared b. Then next, okay, we have here positive ab squared. Next, negative times positive. So we have here negative. Right? Remember? Multiplication of unlike term. Okay, that's what I told you a while ago. Negative times positive and vice versa. We come up with negative. Okay, so negative b times a squared, we have negative ab squared, negative a squared b. Then next, negative b times, okay, so positive. So negative times negative, we come up with positive. Then next, okay, negative times positive. Okay. We have here negative b squared. Why? Because negative times positive, okay, if they don't have the same idea as what I gave you already the example a while ago, okay, if you have your partner, you don't have the same idea, So the possible result is negative. But if you have the same idea, the possible result is positive. Okay, so we have here combining like terms, so we can combine this one. Okay, a cube, copy. Okay, the negative is 2a squared b. Okay, can be. Okay, so the same, having the same sign. So you just simply add and copy the sign. Okay, so negative, they're both negative, just simply add. Okay, negative 2 plus negative 1, negative 3, and copy the literal coefficient, which is a squared b. Then next, okay, they are both positive. Okay, so we have 2 plus 1 here, we have 3, a, b. Okay, this not cube, that is squared. Squared ni siya, ha? Okay, so ganyan is squared, to dito siya cube. So correction, sa iyo pang chalk. Nasa ibang chalk, ha? Okay, so the same. Okay, so just simply copy the variable and the exponent. Ang ma-change na yun niya, kinira yung number before sa variable. You got idea? Okay, may correction. Sa'yo pang chalk. So there is squared. So 3ab squared. Then copy negative b cubed. Okay, follow? Okay, so that is for the cube of binomials. Then the last one is a difference of two squares. The same lagyan ko na siya sa product of binomial. You can use the FOIL method. So I think okay na din ako siya discuss. Okay. Tapos man dahil sa no. Listen siya na ko ha. What is quadratic equation? Okay. We should know what is quadratic equation. Okay, so when we say quadratic equation, that is a polynomial which has a highest exponent of 2, or we can say the degree of a polynomial is 2. Okay, so we can write the form of quadratic equation into ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, so the highest exponent is 2. Okay, what happens if the degree of a polynomial is 1? So what we call that kind of polynomial? So that's what we call as linear, right? So we say this quadratic if the highest exponent is 2. What if the exponent is 3? So we cannot say that that is a quadratic equation. Okay, so when we say quadratic equation, ang yan yung pinakataas niya exponent is 2. Okay, so how to solve quadratic equation by using extracting square root, or when can we solve a quadratic equation by using extracting square root? Okay, first, we should know the different terms. So we have here ax squared is called the quadratic term. Okay, so ax squared is a quadratic term. How about bx? Bx is the linear term. And how about c? C is what we call the constant term. Okay? You get the idea there? So ax squared is called a quadratic term, bx is a linear term, and c is a constant term. Okay. So when can we say, when can we say, or when can we use the method of extracting square root when? Okay, listen. So we can use the method of extracting square root if the given is what? If the given is the quadratic term, the constant term. Okay? So makagamit ta niya if ang given is the quadratic and constant term. Like for example na okay, example. Okay, solving quadratic equation by extracting square root. Klaro ba? Okay, solving quadratic equation by extracting square root. Okay, like for example, example. Example number one, okay, I have here x squared minus 64, okay, equals 0. Okay, so first step, transpose the constant to the other side of the equation. So the constant is negative 64. Okay, so copy x squared, transpose negative 64 to the other side of the equation. Okay, any number or variable. Wala bang unequality sign? Okay, so it means what? What happened to the sign? Negative becomes positive and vice versa. Okay, take note of that na any number or variable na mula bang unequality sign, ma-change ang iyang sign. The negative becomes positive and vice versa. So what happens to negative 64? We have here positive 64. Okay, so next. Okay, next we have to extract square root, both side of the equation. Okay, extract square root the both side of the equation. So okay, cancel. So we have here x equals square root of 64. We have a positive and negative 8. Why? Because 64 is a perfect square. Okay, so possible roots is positive 8. When you see positive 8 times positive 8, we have positive 64. Negative 8 times negative 8, we have positive 64 also. Did you get the idea? Okay, so we can see that therefore, the roots of the equations are the roots of the equations are positive 8 and negative 8. Okay, so that is the roots of the equation. Okay, so how to check whether your answer is correct? Okay, so if you're not sure with your answer, so you need if you want to check your answer whether it's correct, you can do the checking. So how to do the checking? Okay, if you're checking. But if you are sure with your answer, so don't forget to check. Okay, magandaghan na kayo ng solution kung checking pa pa. Okay, but I would like to teach you how to check so that if you are not sure with your answer, we can do the checking. That's okay. So First step, how to do the checking. Simply copy the given. So we have the given here, x squared minus 64 equals 0. Okay, so simply substitute. We have here x equals positive 8. Okay, okay. So substitute the value of x. We have here 8 squared minus 64 equals 0. Okay, we are not proof that they are equal, so question mark on sa. Then 8 squared, we have 8 times 8 is 64 minus 64, we have is equal to 0. So 64 minus 64, we have 0 is equal to 0. So we can prove that we get the correct answer by doing the checking. Okay, understood? Okay, so if the constants of perfect square, just simply find the roots, okay, by subtracting square root. But what if the given? If the constant is not a perfect square? Okay, so another example. Second example, erase na ako ni ha. Erase na ako. Okay, erase na. Erase. Okay. We have here example number 2. Next example number 2. Next example how is that? If I have here, example number 2, we have here 5x squared minus 40 equals 0. Okay, so 5x squared minus 40 equals 0. First step, okay, the same as what we did before. Transpose the constant to the other side of the equation. So we have here copy 5x squared, then negative 40 transpose, we have positive 40. Then eliminate the a. Okay, this one. Eliminate nemo. Okay, so how? Should divide both equation by 5. So divide both equation by 5. Cancel. So we have here x squared. 40 divided by 5, we have 8. Okay, try to look at 8 is not a perfect square, right? So what we're going to do is to find the factors of 8. But one of the factors is a perfect square, right? So what are the possible factors of 8? We have 2 times 4. Okay, so we have here x squared. Okay, possible factors are 2 times 4. Okay, so extract square root both sides of the equation. Okay, so cancel ang 2 na bilang si x. The square root of 2 cannot be, right? Because 2 is not a perfect square. The square root of 4 is 2. And since si 2, pwede man siya perfect square, so remain inside the radical sign. Okay? Sa kung pa na piniriso, si 2, o siya kapiyansa, piso ganyan siya, right? Okay? So si 4, nakapiyansa siya perfect square. So gawa siya sa pisuhan. So we have here 2 is the square root of 4. And 2 here is not a perfect square. That's why just put it to remain inside the radical sign. Understood? So we can have here square root of 4 is positive, negative, okay, it's 2. Then copy square root of 2. Okay, so if you're not sure with your answer, so you can do the checking as what we did before. Checking, we have here. Okay, so therefore the roots, okay, pwede na butangan diri. Therefore, the roots are negative positive 2 square root of 2 and negative 2 square root of 2. Okay? So, muna siya, positive 2 square root of 2 and negative 2 square root of 2. Okay? So, we can do the checking. So, if x is equal to 2 square root of 2. Okay? So, copy the original. Given, we have here 5x squared. 5x squared minus 40 equals 0. Okay, follow. That's not. Okay, so 5 times 2 square root of 2 squared minus 40 equals 0. Okay, first, use the PEMDAS. Okay, katong unahan yung exponent. Okay, so copy lang sa 5. Then, 2 squared, we have 4 plus 2 times 2. Then, square root of 2 times square root of 2, we have 2. Diba? Tanggal man siya. Okay? Because square root of 2 times square root of 2 is square root of 4. And square root of 4 is 2. You got the idea there? Next, wala anong squared. Then up here, minus 40 equals 0. Should be mag-checking ka, 2 kung na-equality sign ha. The next, 5. 4 times 2, we have 8. Minus 40 equals 0. Okay, so 4 times 8, we have 40. Minus 40 equals 0. So 40 minus 40, of course, 0 equals 0. Okay, did you get the idea? Okay, so take note. When can we use the method of extracting square root? If the given quadratic equation is the a squared and the constant. Okay, if the given is the quadratic term and the constant term. Okay, no more question? Okay, let's proceed. So, what can we use the quotient rule? Okay, so we're done already the extracting square root. So let's proceed with the quotient rule. Okay, erase. Enough. Quotient. So naman si quotient. Okay, again, we've done already finding the roots of the quadratic equation by using extracting square root. Again, when can we use extracting square root? If the given quadratic equation is the quadratic term and the constant. Okay, take note of that. Then how about when can we use quotient rule? Quotient rule. When? Kanusta? Quotient. Okay. Stress na kung bangsa. Kung bangsa stress. Pero kaya bang stress na ka? Okay. Pero na siya. Mother nag-smile. Pero pwede akong bang sa stress na siya. Wala na. Okay, so let's proceed. So what can we use quotient rule? Okay. So we can use the quotient rule if the given quadratic equation is the what? The quadratic term and the linear term. Okay, for example, we have here, okay, 5. Example number 1, we have here 5x squared minus 125x. Okay, so 5x squared is the quadratic term, and the negative 125x is the linear term. Okay, you got the idea already? When can we use the quotient rule? Then we can use the quotient rule if the given quadratic equation is only the quadratic term and the linear term. Okay, so pagkuhan siya sa extracting square root. Sa extracting square root, wala si linear, only the quadratic and the constant. Pero sa quotient, wala si constant. Wala sila. Puli-puli lang sila. Pero di naman wala si quadratic. Check the idea there. Okay, so sa extracting square root, the given is just only the quadratic term and the constant term. Wala si linear. Pero sa quotient rule, only the quadratic term and the linear term, wala si constant. So then, can stress sabihin akong banks, the groups. Okay, so first step, transpose, okay, the linear term to the other side of the equation. Okay, so we have a copy the 5x squared and transpose the linear term. Ay nako, na-stress na ako. Okay, so the linear term is 125x. Next, divide both equation by 5x. Okay, kung ano sa iyang numerical coefficient, okay, divide niyo mo siya. Okay, so naman siya x diri, so pwede niyo mo siya divide into 5x. So 5x. So cancel ang 5, kung usa ka x diri, mabili na lang is 1x. You get the idea? Then 105 divided by 5, kila? We have here 20 or 25. Then cancel si x. Okay, we have here 25. Okay, so only 25. Wala siya positive, negative. Okay, you just only have one root. Unlike sa extracting square root, you have two roots. You have the positive and negative. But in quotient rule, you just only have one root. So therefore, the root, only root isa naman is okay. The root of the equation is 25. Okay, so you can also do the checking that I've already taught you if you're confused with your answer. Okay? So, kung sure pa, I don't check because lugay na sa mood. Okay? Question. Question, clarification. Wala. Okay na. Dark smile. Okay? Again, simple recall. When can we use exacting square root and quotient rule? Okay, we can use exacting square root if the given quadratic equation is a quadratic term and the constant. Again, quadratic term and constant use extracting square root. But if the given is the quadratic term and the linear term, you use quotient rule. Understood? Very good. Okay. Stress na ako. Chillax. Okay. Next. So let's proceed to finding the roots of the quadratic equation by using factoring. I think it's factoring. Okay, factoring pa. Factoring. By factoring. Okay. When can we use factoring? Saan naman to? Okay. This is the rule in using factoring. If A, okay? So you know already what is A, right? Tapos siya nag-una nga numerical coefficient sa quadratic term, okay? If you just only, if A is equal to 1, okay? If A is equal to 1, so this is the rule, okay? If A is equal to 1, find the factors. Find the factors. From the word factoring, right? Factors. If A is equal to 1, okay? Find the factors of C, okay? Factors in C, which is the constant, wherein sum is equal to B, okay? And it is the rule. If A is equal to 1, find the factors of C wherein the sum is equal to B. How? Okay, for example, I have here an example. We have here an example. X squared plus 10x plus 16 equals 0. Again, I have here an example. X squared plus 10x plus 16 equals 0. Okay, so the rule states like this: if A is equal to 1. Okay, take a look at. Consider ang A is plus invisible 1. Okay, so we have here rule number 1 ta. Nabilong niya siya sa rule number 1. Rule. Okay, if A is equal to 1, find the factors of C wherein the sum is equal to B. Okay, darita. Lang. Okay. So we have here C, factors of C, or the constant. C is 16, right? Oh, kita, hindi makita. Makita, hindi makita. Hindi ko nakita din. Tamagi ako. Okay. Kitaan, kita na. Okay, C is 16. Dahil si B plus si B, 10. Okay, kaya C 16, then B is 10. Okay, so try to look at here. So what are the possible factors of 16? We can have 16 times 1, okay? 16 times 1, right? 16 times 1 equals 16. When we add this one, 16 plus 1 equals 17. So 10, pwede, right? So another factors, we have 4 times 4. We have here 4 times 4 is 16, right? We add 4 plus 4 is equal to 8, which is not equal to 10. Okay? So another factors of 16, we have 2 times 8, right? So 2 times 8 equals 16. So when we add 2 plus 8, we have 10. Okay, so we have here 10 equals sila sa B. You get the idea there? So factors sa C wherein the sum is equal to B. Okay, so factors is 16 can be 2 times 8 equals 16, right? And when we add 2 plus 8, we have 10. Understood? So therefore, we can see that 2 and 8 are the factors of 16. Okay, so we have here factors open close na siya. Then duha ka open close. Then copy na nimo. So isa ka x, isa ka x. Kaya duha man na 2x, x squared. 2x naman. X squared. Yan ang 2x squared nila pareha. Okay, x squared, it means x times x with x squared. Okay, then just simply copy. So puro man siya positive, so y problema. So simply plus 2, then plus 8, then equals 0. So those are the factors of x squared plus 10x plus 16. The factors are the quantity of x plus 2 and the quantity of x plus 8. Understood? Then equate this 1 into 0. So x plus 2 equate to 0. So x plus 8 equate into 0. So we have here x plus 2 equals 0. Then x plus 8 equals 0. Then simply transpose na nimo. So positive 2 transpose becomes negative 2. Okay? Then si x plus 8 transpose na nimo ang 8. So x positive 8 becomes negative 8. Then if na-confuse kasi mo answer, pwede mo i-check. Checking that I already taught. Okay? So therefore, we can say that the roots are negative 2 and negative 8. Simple as that. You get the idea? Again, first rule, if A is equal to 1, find the factors of C wherein the sum is equal to B. Okay? So the same as what I did. Okay, so the possible factors of 16 is 16 times 1, 4 times 4, 16 times 1. When we add 17, which is not equal to B, which is 10, right? So 4 times 4, 16 equals, pero if you add 4 plus 4 equals to 8, which is not equal to 10. Then the other factor is 2 times 8. So 2 times 8, we have 16. When we add 2 plus 8, which is equal to B. Okay? Did you get the idea there? Simple as that. Ano na siya ka-simple? Okay, no more question? There is na ko. Okay, but what if, okay, natin twist. But what if if A is not equal to 1? If A is greater than 1 or more than 1. Okay, so this is our rule number 2. Okay, so we have here rule number 2. Again, so we have here the quadratic form of equation ax plus bx plus c equals 0. Okay, so we have here ax plus bx plus c equals 0. So that is the quadratic equation in general forms. Okay. So what you're going to do, rule number 2 we have here. Rule number 2. If A is not, that is the number is not equal to 1. Okay. So what is the rule number 2? If A is not equal to 1, find the what? Find the factors of A and C. Okay, so find the factors factors of A and C. Okay, find the factors of A and C. So the rule number 1, if A is equal to 1, just simply find the factors of C. But if A is not equal to 1, so it means greater than 1, or shall we say if A is greater than 1, okay, the greater than 1, yes, the function is a 1. Kung po negative, which is the, okay, ato lang yung uniform na if A is not equal to 1, not equal to 1 na lang. Okay? Possible kung A is negative, there's possibility. Kasi greater, wala positive, wala negative, just only positive. Ato lang, if A is not equal to 1, it can be positive or negative, but solution 1. Okay. So what is the rule number 2? If A is not equal to 1, find the factors of A and C wherein when you multiply the sum of its product is equal to B. When we, okay, ano siya ha? Again, wherein when you multiply, when you cross multiply, wherein when you cross multiply the sum of its product or its product is equal to A. Okay, again, rule number 2, if A is not equal to 1, find the factors of A and C, wherein when you cross multiply, when you cross multiply, when you cross multiply, the sum of its product is equal to. Okay, so example. Okay, so we have here example. We have here example number 1. We have here a x squared minus 11x plus 15. Okay, so we have here a. Ang a niya is 2. Okay? So not equal to 1. Okay, greater than 1. So 2x squared minus 11x plus 15 equals 0. Okay, so find the factors of A and C. We have here factors of A and C. Sa gabi. So, kita na. Hindi makita. Oh! Okay, so A and C. Okay, what are the possible factors of A? Okay, A is 2. The possible factors of 2 is 2 times 1, right? We have here A. Medyo klaro ah. Klaro lang. Okay, A equals 2, right? Okay, so A equals 2. Then, si A and C. Si C equals, si C, 15. Then, si B equals negative 11. Okay, kuha. Ito eh. Oo na. Okay, 2. Para. Okay. So say A is equal to 2, C is 15, then B is negative 11. Okay. So find the factors of A and C, wherein when you cross multiply, the sum of its product is equal to B. Okay. So factors of A, we have 2 times 1, right? 2 times 1 equals 2. Okay, what are the possible factors of 15? So, okay, so we can have 5 times 3, right? 15 times 1. So, tanawin mo asa mas dula ni negative 11. So, since negative man sa 11, okay, since negative man sa 11, then positive si C. So, possible factors ni C ay puro negative. Why? Because negative times negative is positive, right? Which is 15 si C. Then, plus man ka sa B, right? I-plus nimo ang iyahang product to equal negative 11. So, negative plus negative is negative. Okay, so possible factors ni C are both negatives. Understood? Okay, so we have here, try na to. Negative 5 times negative 3. Okay? Negative 5 times negative 3. Kuha ra, klaro ra. Okay, kung ni pada ulit ha. Negative 5 times negative 3. Okay, again, cross multiply ni mo. Okay, cross multiply ni mo siya. 2 times negative 3, we have negative 6. Then plus 1 times negative 5, we have negative 5. Okay? Ini-add na nimo. Add na nimo. Negative 6 plus negative 5, we have negative 11. So, kuha siya. Okay, pag-o na ko ha. Again, balik na. Again na. Kita na. Okay, anak. Okay. Again. Okay, try to look at here. Okay. The rule number 2 states that if A is not equal to 1, find the factors of A and C wherein when you cross multiply its product, the sum is equal to B. Okay, again. A, we have here 2. So the possible factors of 2 is 2 times 1, right? Kung magkilaing factors ng 2, 2 times 1 naman, right? 2 times 1 equals to 2. Then next, since CB is negative man CB, okay? Then CC is positive. Okay? So, sabi mo buhaton. So, product man ni siya. Okay? Factors. Kini siya kay sum. Okay? So, possible niya both negatives. Yeah. Because negative times negative is positive. Then, negative plus negative is negative. Did you get the idea? Okay? So, di siya pareha sa multiplication ha, of addition. Okay? So, in addition, kini siya, kung puro negative, imong i-add is negative. Pero kung puro positive, imong i-multiply, negative I mean, i-multiply mo is positive. Okay? So, we have here, possible product, or possible factors of 15 is negative 5 times negative 3. Then, cross multiply na siya nimo. 2 times negative 3, we have negative 6. Follow? Dayon. 1 times negative 5, we have negative 5. Then add negative 6 plus negative 5, we have negative 11, which is equal to B. You got the idea? Na something, pagtisin na ninyo ha. O ano siya. Then, inigsuwat nimo sa iyang factors, dili si 2 ipares nimo 3, kung dili si 2 ipares nimo ni negative 5. Okay, direta. Factors na ta. Nakuha naman nato niya. Okay, so dili na to sa factoring niya. Okay. Oops. Survey na ta. Okay, so we have here 2 man to no. 2 of 1. So magbutang ka diri. Open, close parenthesis. Open, close parenthesis. Okay, so 2x times x. Okay, 2 of 1 man. Diba? 2x times x, we have 2x squared. Okay, so mo ni siya. Si 2. So 2. Dara. Si 2 si 1. Okay, mo ni siya. Si 2x times x. Consider naman siya invisible as x. Then next, usa ganito ipares nimo nito si negative 5. Ang iyahang atbang imo ipares dili ang iyahang atong gi-multiply nimo ganiha. Okay? So imo ipares niya is negative 5. Then there is negative 3. Okay, did you get the idea? Okay, so in doing the factoring, ang imo ipares ni 2 is negative 5. Okay? Ang ipares ani niya 1, itong x ganiha is negative 3. Dayon, the same process, extract both equation by 0. Oh no, it's baka man equate into 0. 2x minus 5 equals 0. Then x minus 3 equals 0. Follow? Then next, 2x transpose na siya, negative becomes positive. Then this one, x equals transpose nimo becomes positive. Follow? Dayon, this one, okay na siya. Okay, wala naman siya, wala naman ang iyang numerical coefficient. So, x equals 3. But how about this one? Kung siya 2, so eliminate na nimo how? By dividing both sides by 2. Okay? Kung siya tapad sa imong x, may divide both sides. Okay? So, we have here x equals 5 divided by 2 cannot be just simply 5 over 2 or 5 halves. Okay? So, therefore, we have here the roots are x equals 5 halves and x equals 3. We can put this one to how much? We can have x sub 1 of x sub 2. Pwede dito ganiha butangan sa nimo. Kung masya x sub 1 of x sub 2. Okay, did you get the idea? Again, first rule, if A is equal to 1, find the factors of C wherein the sum is equal to B. But rule number 2, if A, again, rule number 1, if A is equal to 1, find the factors of C wherein the sum is equal to B, right? Rule number 2, if A is not equal to 1, find the factors of A and C wherein when you cross multiply, okay, the sum of its product is equal to B. Understood? Okay. So next. Okay, we're done already with the factoring. So let's go now for the completing the square. Completing the square na ta. May kulay. Okay. So we have here. Okay, so finding the roots of the quadratic equation by using completing the square. Okay, so we have here an example. Okay, so dali na to ha. Kanang peg. Coach. Okay, for example, we have here x minus 3x minus 28 equals 0. Okay, so first step, what do we do this first step? Transpose the constant to the other side of the equation. Okay, so we have here x squared minus 3x. Okay, transpose ang mo negative 28 becomes positive 28. Okay, completing the square, you should find the new constant. Okay, so we muna kita supposed to mag-add ka diha another sa ganda. So how to get the new constant? Okay, simple. How to get the new constant? Okay, simple. Kini siyang b, negative 3. Okay, this is your b, right? So, to get the new constant, use the formula b divided by 2. Then, square mo siya. Okay? b divided by 2 squared. So, the b here is negative 3. So, substitute mo negative 3 divided by 2. Okay, constant na siyang 2 diya ha. Then, squared mo. Then, negative 3 squared. Okay, we have negative 3 times negative 3 becomes positive 9. Then 2 squared, we have 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, so i-add mo dali is 9 over 4. 3 po sa pikas is 9 over 4. Okay, so ano mo i-add? 9 over 4. This is a pikas 9 over 4. Then next, imo na siya i-factor. Next niya. Okay. So, next. Sasabi ba ito next? Imo siyang squaring binomial. Remember what is squaring a binomial? Okay. So, how? Open close parenthesis. Then, imo na siyang Kung ano siya i-factor yung x, we have isa ka x. Then how to square binomial of 9 over 4. So, maning pagkuha na siya. Pag-factor na siya. Okay? Simple. Kung sa imong ginumber nga gi-squared, mo naman i-copy diri. So, negative 3 over 2, or kasi negative 3 over 2, we have here minus 3 halves. Okay? So, muna i-factor sa x squared minus 3x plus 9 over 4. So, ang iyang factor is x minus 3 halves, quantity of x minus 3 halves squared. Okay? Fine. Okay, okay. Then next, add na nimo. Okay, since this one is a whole number and this one is fraction, so LCD so 1 and 4 is 4. Right? So LCD divided by denominator times numerator, LCD divided by 1 times 28 lang. 1 times 28 naman. 4 times 28 we have how much? 4 times 28, 56. Okay, we have here 112, right? 112. Yung kung itag 112. 4 divided by 1 is 4 times 28, 112. Next, 4 divided by 4, 1 times 9, we have 9. Right? Okay, copy x minus 3 halves, okay, squared. Then add 112 plus 9, we have 121 over 4. Then, application is as extracting square root also. So, extract square root both sides of the equation. Okay. So, cancel. Mabili na lang is, x minus 3 halves is equal to 121. Square root of 121 is 11, right? Over square root of 4 is 2. Okay? Direta. So we have here x transposing mo siya negative 3 halves. We have here ini siya is since structure square root, so positive negative, right? So positive negative 11 over 2. So we have here transposing mo negative 3 halves, we have positive 3 halves, then plus minus 11 halves. Okay, follow? The next, x 3 halves plus 11 halves. So the same denominator as button, just simply copy the denominator, add the numerator. So we have here 3 plus 11, we have 14. 14 divided by 2. Okay, 14 divided by 2, we have 7, right? 14 divided by 2, we have 7. Okay, this one of the root is 7. Then next, we have x equals 3 halves minus 11 halves. Okay, 3 halves minus 11 halves. Okay, so minus, copy the denominator, minus, so 3 minus 11, so we have negative 8 over 2. So negative 8 divided by 2, we have negative 4. Tapos kay solution no? Again, balik na ha. Ito na to. Okay. In completing the square, we have the given x squared minus 3x minus 28. Okay, equals 0. Okay, so first step, Transpose the constant to the other side of the equation. We have negative 28 transpose becomes positive 28. Then next, find the new constant. So how to find the new constant? I-complete nimo siya. Okay, to completing the square. Application po siya sa katong exacting square root diri na sa last portion. Okay, so how? B. Okay, what's the formula to find the new constant? B divided by 2. Okay, then squared nimo. Okay, and substitute si B, which is negative 3. And divide by 2. Okay, constant ang 2 diya. Okay, then squared. Then negative 3 times negative 3 positive 9. 2 times 2 we have 4. Okay, dayon, imo na siyang kuan siya factor yan nimo. Okay, ang x squared minus 3x plus 9 over 4. So how? Simple. Okay, x squared. So since i-factor nimo, so we have here x. Okay, so how to get a factor of this one, 9 over 4? So kung ano sa number in this squared, just simply copy. Okay, so that's why we have negative 3 halves. And the quantity then squared. Then next, I add nimo 28 plus 9 over 4. Okay, addition of whole number and improper fraction. Okay, 9 over 4. So 1 over 4 LCD is 4. So 4 divided by 1, we have 4 times 2812. Okay, and next, 4 divided by 4, we have 1 times 4, we have 9. Dayon i-add nimo 112 plus 9 with 121. Okay, dayon we can use extracting square root. Okay, this one. Tang siya nga yun is x minus 3 halves is equal to, wait, ay, okay. Sorry. Kaya balik. So, kaning nakantag ko anay color. Okay. Dali. Okay, asa naman ko ato? Okay, 112 plus 9, we have 121. Then, square root of 121 is positive negative 11. The square root of 4, we have 2. So, 11 over 2. Then, transpose nimo with this one, negative 3 halves, we have here. X equals 3 halves plus minus 11 halves. Then, simply, subtraction and additional fraction, right? Okay, the same denominator, copy the denominator and the numerator. Okay, so we have here 3 halves plus 11 halves. We have here copy 2, then 3 plus 11, we have 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Understood? Then 3 halves minus 11 halves, copy denominator, subtract the numerator, minus mo na, okay? So 3 minus 11, we have negative 8. So negative 8 divided by 2, we have negative 4. Okay? Understood? So, almost done. So, kato na lang isa. By using quadratic formula. Okay. Quadratic formula. Isa na. By using quadratic formula. Okay, so quadratic formula, we have x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so that is the quadratic formula. Have you still remember from my first video, I make a dance for this quadratic formula. So I have the quadratic formula dance. right? So to remember, okay, I have this one. Marugan gamay. Okay. Okay, so just to remember, quadratic formula we have here x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Again, so we have here x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2. Okay, so that is the quadratic formula. Okay, simple. Just simply what? Substitute the value of A, B, and C. Okay? Asa naman po? Nasa na, almost done. Example. Okay, last na lang dyan ha. Example. Okay, so, okay, erase na po. Erase naman tayo erase ng quadratic formula dyan. So, wala na sa here. Okay, so quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Quadratic formula. Again, what is the quadratic formula? We have here x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 ac all over 2a. Okay, that is quadratic formula. Okay, so example number 1, I have this example. X squared minus 5x plus 4 equals 0. Okay, so determine the A, B, and C. Okay, we have here A is equal to 1, right? Invisible 1 here. Kita na. Okay. This one, invisible 1. Then B is equal to negative 5. And C is equal to 4. Then use the formula. X equals negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC all over 2A. Okay, so we have here X equals, okay, negative B man. So negative B, negative na siya, susunod sa inside the parentheses. Negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared. So as what I told you already, since the B, yung na siya square, so put inside the parentheses. Okay? So B squared minus 4A. A is 1. Okay? Substitute mo ang A, B, and C. Then, C is 4. All over 2 times 1. Okay, follow? The next, negative times negative 5, we have positive 5. Plus or minus the square root of negative 5 times negative 5, we have positive 25. Follow? Then next, negative 4 times 1, negative 4 times positive 4, we have negative 16. Okay? Then next is 2 times 1, we have 2. Next, copy 5 plus or minus 25 minus 16, we have square root of 9. Okay, square root of 9. So since copy over 2, then we have here. Kita pa? Kita taan eh. Okay. 5, 9. Okay, square root of 9. 9 is a perfect square, right? The square root of 9 is 3. Okay? Over 2. Okay, so we have here 5 plus or minus 3. Okay, natin sumpay na kita. So x, okay, x is equal to 5 plus 3 over 2. Yeah, 5 plus or minus 3 over 2. So, copy na ako dali. So, 5 plus 3 equals 8. Divided by 2, it is 4. Follow? Then x, isa ka x. Kuya ng x, no? Okay. Okay, so 5 minus 3. Okay, over 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Divided by 2 equals 1. Okay, so therefore, okay, the roots are positive 4 and positive 1. Okay, simple kayong quadratic formula. Just simply substitute the value of A, B, and C. Okay, so A, kanang before sa kanang numerical coefficient sa quadratic term. We consider ang x squared naman siya, so wala siya 1 bilangan numerical coefficient. B here, okay, negative 5, let's see. Then use the formula x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, I think that is all for the module 1 in mathematics 9. No stress akong dance. Okay, so sa masaya sa kadali ha para mawa akong stress. Sayo sa ginamay. Okay. Thank you so much.